A very warm good evening. Sorry for a delayed start here with the live watch-along of Kerala Blasters versus Mumbai City Football Club. At the moment, it is goalless at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Kaloor, with 40 minutes played in this ISL encounter. And not much to speak about so far. Chante hitting the crossbar for Mumbai City. At the other end, it was Ishan Pandita who missed an opportunity to connect a ball from Kuru, and then a Drincic header which was saved by Purva Lechempa. Now Mumbai City in the attack in the 41st minute. Ball played towards Bipin, but Bipin does not get to the ball. The calculations are relatively simple today. Mumbai City earn a point or win, and they would confirm their spot in the ISL playoffs. And that's the situation. Currently, Odisha FC 33 points from 24 matches. Odisha, the first team to finish their ISL engagements. And meanwhile, Mumbai City 33 points from 22 matches, but the worst goal difference in the head-to-head is 1-1 and 0-0 between these two. So the goal difference would come into play if Mumbai City do not win or do not get a point from one of their last two games today against the Blasters, and of course a few days later on the 11th against Bangalore FC. So that's the status here. And Mumbai City have to show more, do more, because this has not been good enough. And one sees a frustrated Peter Kratky on the sidelines, a disappointed Peter Kratky, I guess, on the sidelines, because he expects, as one should expect, more from his team. They're not doing as good as they could. The Blasters now combining. Ball out to Kuru. Trying to combine themselves into a dangerous position. Naucha. Ayman. Plays it on to Adrian Luna. And that Chroma lets the ball roll out. Yeah, the fastest. Is missing a little bit in this match at this moment. Mumbai City trying to combine themselves forward. Fanif, Chante, Fanif, to Valpuya. A long ball. Yeah, Mumbai City is missing something in that final third. Playing without a striker. Lack of penetration today. It's hot and humid in Kochi. Pepra, Ayman. Throw in for the home side. I said Mumbai City cannot be happy with how they've been performing so far in this game. Have to do better. Drincic to Ayman. And Valpuya keeps the ball in. Keeps it in play. Vanif. Long ball towards Vikram. To Chante. Nora Fernandez clears. Vanif keeps the ball. Now TV did the squad analysis video where they said clearly Manol's only goal is to qualify for Asian Cup, the short-term vision. XYZ, of course it's his goal. What should be his goal? What should be his goal? To Someone's going to say, oh, you're going to develop players. As I said yesterday, that is not, to me, the aim of a national team. The players have to, somewhat of a finished product, so Fanif gets the ball back. So to me, I guess, and it's not even a short term. A short term goal is not, what is going to happen next 12 months. Blaster steal the ball, Kwame Pepra, and plays it to nowhere. Sorry, let me get back to that. So for me, yeah, what did one expect? I mean, even Manolo will play for something, and we have to look at realities, right? We lack certain things, and as long as we lack those things, yeah. Game intensity is low. Can Mumbai City FC go for a win? Yashraj, I hope so. Mumbai focusing on the basics, not trying to commit mistakes, I think is the first step. 8 matches unbeaten away from home. Ball through now. Vikram plays it into the middle, but cleared. A Vipin. Ayman with the ball. Come on, Kerala. Last score a goal. I want my team and players. Don't let Mumbai draw a win, says Aditya. Message boring first half. Mumbai City playing for 1 point only. And what has he given? Indirect free kick? Let's see. Ayman with the back pass. Yeah, that's a back pass. Yeah, that's a back pass. I don't think Mumbai City is playing for a point. It looks like, they're trying to avoid to concede. Okay, yeah, you can say that is playing for a point. So let's see. Before we continue, let's stay on that. Most likely the last action of the first session. Free kick Mumbai City. Brandon and Yoel Fanif are in there. Tiri and all are looking at options as well. Brandon in the middle. Ooh. Tire Chroma. Deflected. Corner. Looks like it for Mumbai City. Let's see that. Yeah. Vibin with the contact. Otherwise, that would have been dangerous. Last is clear. And the referee blows for the halftime whistle. It's goalless in Kochi between Kerala Blasters and Mumbai City. Gopit, missing huge issue or surprising? To me, it is a huge issue. It is surprising as well. But one of the things that other keepers at the moment is an issue. Do you think in general the country performance well at Olympics has solid foundation of what the country not doing? Can be, doesn't have to be, Murali. Yeah, that was back pass from Ayman. Exactly to Nora Fernandez. Goalkeeper should have known better and just should have cleared his lines, which he didn't do. This is what's the goal of Intakashina. Don't say you don't know or don't want to discuss what is the eventual goal. Is it youth development or is it bringing huge players with big bucks? What is their goal? I wouldn't know, Aditya. Knowing them doesn't mean that I know what their goal is, right? I mean, they their first aim is to get to the ISL, and then the rest, what they're going to do, they'll have to prove themselves. Are they? Can they build a club? The first ever proper club in UP, and that's their first aim. They're trying to do grassroots, as I know. So let's see. In your opinion, what caused downfall of Ishan Pandita? Over the last 12 months, I would say injuries. And before that, the decisions of the clubs that he signed for. So therefore, Um, that's the challenge. And you know, and yeah, it's not easy for Ishan is no longer, I would say, a young player, but I would say that a player at his age, needs to try and find a solution. What is best for his career? Terrible match going on. Sometimes I feel Vikram tries too hard and makes things complicated. Many times he has to make a simple pass, but tries to dribble past 2, 3 players and then lose the ball. I do agree, Icon that's a problem, you know. And to me, yeah, again, he's also one of those who've not been called up to the national team. There's a reason for that, and one sees that why he's at the moment not a candidate for the national team. So therefore, for me, that's a challenge. So therefore, for me, that's always a challenge, and therefore that's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, so therefore, for me, Vikram has to do better, and he hasn't been able to do that. And again, we then go on to speak about consistency or the lack of it, rather. And therefore, for me, yeah, that's part of the problem, right? That's part of the problem, and yeah, we need to find solutions. I think Gurpreet missing can be a good thing in the long run, as it will give him a reason to improve. Pranjal, where can where, I mean, at his age, where do you see improvement? Except, let's say, the word consistency. Otherwise, yeah. Even if they come to ISL, what will they get, since there is going to be a lot of expense in ISL? But there's a question to ask the guys who are the owners and investors into the project, right? Ishan Band is a perfect example. Snot says, me as a Blasters FC fan, today Blasters must lose the game, expose the Blasters squad. Okay, Pradeep. Churchill smashed Shillong. Yeah, big win today. Churchill brothers 6-1 against Shillong Lajong FC. So that's puts them on 34 points as Interkashi. Aditya wants the Blasters to win. What do you think about Sunil Chhetri back in national team? Is it AF a failure for not to do a single striker? Yashraj, it is not only the failure of the AFF. I think it's a bigger failure of the system, right? Not to make strikers and to create strikers and to give, yeah, some will say opportunities and all. So therefore, from that perspective, I think there is that blame that the whole system of Indian football has to take. That if you don't have the options, you have to do something. And on one side, as I said, I've been someone who's propagated for the return of Sunil in the national team now for the last 3 months, where I thought it's a necessary evil. If one is honest, if one looks at the Asian Cup, then I would say it exposes the reality of that, the so-called young talent that we supposedly have. I don't see them, but maybe someone sees some real young talent. That they're not stepping up when it's needed, and that is, I think, the biggest problem in Indian football at the moment. Yeah, that's the problem. We have strikers, just that Mano decided to go with Chhetri. Aditya, where do we have strikers? Who is the striker you would call? Name me one striker who can compete at international level. We don't have one. Whoever we would have put in there, be it Manveer, be it Irfan Yadwad, be it Rahim Ali, all of them are, yeah, solutions to a problem, and they are not solutions really to the problem. They're just options. Where can I see improvement? Maybe not providing assists to Popos can be a start. Is that an improvement? That should be normal, no? We shouldn't be talking about an improvement of being what should be the most normal thing for a goalkeeper to do, right? And that's it. I-League quality is too low. No team is consistent. This time, most of the matches more than 3 goals. Shoma, that's what we're saying. If we have a problem of standard in the ISL, the you know that if the standard in the ISL is a problem, then as a second tier, the I League, the standard will be an even bigger problem, and that gets exposed day in, day out, right? Those are our problems where we are at this moment, yeah. So that's the reality of things, no? Since we're having a tight group, Manolo decided to go with both experience as well as his own club players currently performing well. So I think it's a decent squad. Chetri is a great addition. Mahesh, so to me, Manolo has been, if you look at his time as Hyderabad, if you look at his time at FC Goa, has been very pragmatic in his approach, has been realistic. And international football is not something where you do experiments, especially in these qualifiers, you're not. So therefore, to me, it is something which you need. And again, if you look at his club, yeah, maybe Akash Sangwan, it could be worth the discussion. Maybe even Udanta could have been worth the discussion. But then other people, names that you're throwing in, yeah, how do you justify these players playing international football? Then you have to say, just shut it down, shut everything down, and yeah, that's the reality. You have David positioning sense movement just like number 9. Shomo, with all due respect for David, with all due respect, with all that I have, yes, he has goals, this and that and everything, but have you seen him play? I've seen him twice. International football, they'll push him around, right? Even Oscar Brazon the other day didn't think that he would be an option for him to come on against Arkadak despite losing, right? So therefore, he's not an option. Eh? So you say he scored more goals than Diamantis as part of coming as sub. Yeah, he has. But see against whom he scored, how he scored, and what he scored. But just look his movements and other things. At international level, I need more. That's not going to be enough even against the Bangladesh or the Maldives. This game is so boring. If top 6 playoff would be removed, the latter stage matches will become even more poor players are literally walking and strolling on the field. Yeah, man, you've understood it. In the match between Kerala Blasters and Mumbai City, the problem is that if you remove the playoffs, the final third of the season, would be really, really boring. Many people are saying, why go back to old cards when you can bring young forwards? Many fans are not happy for various reasons. They think of your Colvers needs in short term. Mayank, anybody who thinks that we have options, again, David to me is not an option. If you guys think that David is an option, if before I pick David, I would bring Baichung Bhutia out of retirement, just to give you a perspective of quality. I think an old Baichung Bhutia, nearly 50 years old, most probably would do a better job than him. That is the standard of this striker. You want him to play for the national team? Please do. Right? For information, 1 goal against Al Nasir. Shomo, great. But is that the standard? And Shomo, if our scouts think Rahim Ali future number 9, God bless our scouts. No, Shomo. If you want to have that discussion about I would pick David over I would put Rahim Ali in there, Rahim Ali wins every time because I need physicality in there. Because in international level football, it will be much more difficult. I remember I saw David against Mohun Bagan in the derby, against Tom Aldred and Alberto. They were just using their body against him, right? Could you think about David playing against Australia, Uzbekistan, or Syria? Just out of, So if we want to live in reality and not La La Land, then nothing will hurt. Shield winners and Super Cup winners getting AFC slot, then what about champions? I don't understand this league structure. Mahesh, the league shield, the league is where you win, right? So that's where you get your trophy, so to say. And I've explained it yesterday as well. I don't know how many times I've tried to explain it to people over the last 2 years. The striker, I'm saying, the first slot normally goes to the league champions. Yeah. And the second slot normally goes to the cup winners. So in this case, in India's case, it is Super Cup. And if the second place team in the league theoretically would get would get the third slot if there is a slot. So there is no slot for the ISL Cup winners anywhere. Irfan will do better than David. Doesn't matter the club form. He has more height, physicality, pace, cutting, and David is more of a poacher. He's a poacher, but you need the element of physicality and height in international football. People hate me if I say this, but Raim Ali can't be better than Farooq Chaudhary. I would say Raim Ali is better than most of the players, and that is something, really need relegation. I don't know if relegation is going to change anything about it. I don't think that for the lower half of the table, if anything would change the situation. By that logic, JJ was also not fit for number 9. Shumo, JJ was physically much, much stronger than David ever was. You're comparing apple with oranges in that front. And JJ was also a very, very intelligent player on the field, knew what he was doing, what he was trying to create and all that stuff. And David is nowhere near that, Is David, I don't know how many matches David has started really properly because the coach wanted him to start in the I-League and in the ISL over the last 2-3 years, right? Kuru gave a good pass, but Pandita missed it. Yeah, Shivan, but I think that pass was so sharp to score, difficult for a striker. 1+1 Shield champion plus cup winners. One of the reasons AFF had to do a Super Cup, otherwise they do not have any money to even do a Cape tournament. Help of government. Okay. Hi Kumar. What's your take on Kuru Singh? What you had seen till now? Again, in patches, nice is there. So Danish Farooq comes on for the Blasters. I don't know. I mean, he's young. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. JJ's career was hurt by his injuries. Yeah, Mayank, very, very true. But JJ was, at the time, for Sunil, the perfect striker to work with. So therefore, that's something that did work for him. So, yeah. Okay, Dada, we'll come back after next season with this topic. David as future number 9, and then let's wait and watch. Shomo, if he becomes the number 9, shut shop. I say that. I very clearly say that. If we're moving towards that, that shows you where the problem is, right? And international football, you need certain elements. I go back to what Bob and Stephen Constantine used to say, but we have those options in regard to a little bit of height, a little bit of, physicality. So let's see. We need a new 23 regular team where we can test Turo and David and other player, but not directly see national team. Yeah, could be, but India and under 23s is something that we seem to always realize when the qualifiers are around. Yeah. Does the injury noticeably lead to the downfall of Karabas FC? No, I wouldn't say that. I think that some Blasters are another one of those teams this season who've never got, in my opinion, never got working, right? It never sort of looked like that this team can be something special, but yeah, it just didn't click, I would say. Well, we're in the second 45 minutes, 46 minutes played. It's still goalless. The ball to Purva Lachempa. Plays it forward long for Vikram. Cleared by Naucha. And Foul from John Toral on Danish Farouk. Through ball for the Blasters. Pepra. Ayman with the shot in the end. Sahil Panwar. I think for the next season, FC Goa would ask Manolo his suggestion for Kochi fits FC Goa system similar to his style, just like the director of football for FC Goa, which is not bad. Yeah, let's see, Mayank. Cross into the box, dangerous there, cleared. Still the Blasters. Overcooked. And Kwame Pepra against, was it Tiri or was it, looks like Tiri. Yeah, should have been given as a foul. Yeah, man, surely, yeah. FC Goa is scouting at the moment in the market, and let's see who becomes the new coach after Manolo leaves in the summer for India. I was expecting Udanta, that guy had past international exposure, currently in good form. Yeah, Shoma could have been an option. But as we see, the coach has gone in with a player like Ashik. That was his choice. So let's wait and see. Any idea on Bangladesh's friendlies before the match against us? Mahesh, they're in Saudi Arabia at the moment. They have a camp over there. And in Saudi Arabia, they're supposed to play Sudan from Africa twice in friendlies and a local, I think a second-tier side. Mumbai City has dipped in terms of choice of players. Lately, they have signed average players like Prabir Salfanwar. Yeah, Mike. But again, what is available in the market? I think that's also the problem, right, at the moment. That's been a problem for Mumbai City. Built a good team over 4 or 5 years, and in the summer lost a lot of players, and therefore they're in the situation they are in now, and have not been able to replace those players. That's the problem. Rahman is a very good player, but he's blind in front of a goal. He can run behind defenders, yes, but only to shoot the ball to moon. Yeah, can be. Can be, but I thought the other night against Jamshedpur, it seems like, okay, TV seems to be fine, but there seems to be a cut, which is being, where Rahim Ali took that shot, which was saved by Amrinder. So he does get it sometimes on goal, I thought he was better this season, but yeah, you have a point. He has to be more clinical and, of course, used in that position. He's been used a lot this season as a right back, but that's worked. At this point, you really need to make half-hour video on David. Pranjal, I don't think people want to realize that. I stick to my point. David, if he wants to prove me wrong, has to prove that. And if he improves and gets better and proves me wrong, I will surely say that, right? And that's something which I feel could be looked at. And it's Mumbai need to find a replacement for Puya. Yeah, that's the key one, right? Do you think a player like Kuru can be able to play in Europe in second division or third? No. I don't even think he can play in Europe, I would say. And Pepra scores. Weird one. Kwame Pepra with the goal. Mumbai not clearing their lines after that Tiri injury. And Tiri off the field. Mumbai City. Goal for Kwame Pepra. Best forward. I don't think, if you want to talk about that, I don't think he's ready for Europe. I don't think so. I remember this saying his next move was to decrease the average age of the team, making a young, fast-paced team, but he is signing oldies after he left. Mayank, the problem here is what is available in the market and what can you sign, right? Yeah. Roman just needs to clear the ball, even if it's a corner. Mistake there. And Mayank says Pepra scoring, Lobera happy. Yeah, looks like it. 1-0 for the Blasters. Good thing in the last few weeks has been with Mumbai City that even if, whenever they've conceded goals, they've been able to get back into games, and now they're forced into this situation. Let's see what they do. Fanif. Ball to Changte. Changte was stopped by, should be a card over there for Danish Farouk. If AFF have any self-respect as an institution, do it Super Cup as they said over season long instead of saying something for namesake for last 2 seasons after few days going to state government. Kumar, self-respect. You're using big words in the connection with the AFF. What self-respect? They are in a certain situation. They are a certain reality. Free kick, Fanif. Get the Blasters. Ball dangerously into the box, cleared by the Blasters. Throw in. Karal loses the ball. That's his chance to break on the counter. Yeah. You have to live in reality, right? So, yeah, but that's where the graduates of your team comes. But they're failed to make quality talented youth. Yeah, they have. But who has made quality talented youth? No one has, right? Albina Gomes instead of Amrinder, Tangri for Jigson, Jitin for Mahesh. I would not do any one of the ones that you've suggested, Mahesh. Sorry. Kratke is not even 20% of past coaches. Des Buckingham or Sergio Rivera. Very weird that this coach actually won after all the problems last season, the ISL Cup, right? So therefore, for me, with the failures this season, I don't know where this all comes from. I think, chance for Kuru to break, but outplays the ball. Mumbai City trying to play the long ball. Brandon. Fouled. Now we're saying this state government did not do that. That government, first of all, what your state federation doing in tandem, everyone has their own priorities, own interests, and own values. Yeah, but Kumar, you're saying, that you expect something from the AFF. The AFF can't do the basics. If you expect something from the AFF, that's your own mistake. Chante totally out of form this season. Yeah. But again, still had the chance in the first half. So that's that. The Blasters. I won. Mumbai City clear their lines. Sal Panwa. But when it comes to national team, we don't have much experience, right? Moving forward, then Shanti, right? Yeah, that's also the case, right? Experience or some level of quality, that's the problem, right? We have to fall back on those players because the other players who people think could be called up are, in my opinion, nowhere near the national team or should not be, right? Mumbai City trying to combine and Bipin can't keep the ball in. Mumbai City have themselves really to blame for that goal. Blasters on that left flank. Ayman against Probir Das, who's on loan from the Blasters to Mumbai City. Blasters combining. On the right. Back to Danish Farooq. Ivan to Kwame Pepra against Chiri, who wins the ball for Mumbai City. John Tural. That's another one. That's not another yellow card. Oh, Vibin, yeah. Intentional should be a card from the ref. Blaming. I still, Kumar, I don't know what is the blaming part of your point. I still don't understand it. What is the blaming of the Odisha government by the AFF? Didn't get that point. Can you clarify that? The AFF has gone around and clearly said, I need help to organizing the tournament. These are the things that we need for a 16-team tournament. And then there was the question is, can it be Goa? Can it be Odisha? Even I think Gujarat was also quickly discussed, but then taken off the discussion point. That's a foul. And this time, Noche gets a yellow. So I don't know what government. Mumbai City tried to quickly take the free kick. We're nearly on the hour mark. Yeah, no, that's a clear yellow card. Noche, ball is gone. And then hits Vikram. Noche, who left Mumbai City in the summer for the Blasters. Brandon to take the free kick. It's a good ball in. Header. Vikram supposedly. What's your take on Bryson Fernandez's call up to the national team? I would say good, because he has been consistent now for a while. Manolo knows him because he's seen him day in, day out. I think it's a good call up. Cleared by the Blasters. Throw in for Mumbai City. Kratkes failed to use Brandon nicely. Mank, how will he use him differently? Or how do you use him given the realities of this team, lacking an Indian defensive midfielder? How are we going to lose Brandon, right? Brandon himself has not been able to do what he needs to do. And Brandon also is a national team player, needs to step up, and he hasn't stepped up this year. Yeah, so that's to me also part of the realities of things, right? That Kratky hasn't got this team working 100%, but I think Kratky's problem has been to some extent, or we see that today, that Mehtab Singh out. He has to play two foreigners at the back, which doesn't give him, so therefore these are realities. Brandon was much better in FC Goa. Manolo set up scoring in semi-finals. But that's the point. But it's not a one-sided thing. In this Mumbai City setup, Brandon has to play a little deeper, and he hasn't been able to do that, right? As Blasters on the left, Ayman, and cleared by Chiri. So it is, to me, it is the coach to find solutions. But this season, Mumbai City's problem is this squad, which has potential, hasn't clicked. And I think if this team clicked, I think a lot of Indians would have clicked in this team, which is not clicking. So, corner. Mumbai City trying to clear their lines. Pepra! Blasts over. Ball bubbling around in the box. Mumbai City unable to clear. Mumbai City attacking Brandon. Chante, Brandon. Looking for Vikram. Cleared by Naucha. Rincic. Chante is going to get to it. Joel van Neef. Chiri. Sal Panwar. Cleared by Danish Farooq. Mumbai City to make some changes. John Toral. Coming off. Jorge Otis. And Bipin off with Nufal on. Last is clear. Danish Farooq. Ball goes somehow to Pepra. Cleared by Tiri. Ball through to Changte. Vikram. A tournament like Super Cup, which gives us a spot in ACL 2 playoffs, is going to be a knockout tournament. LOL, says Sambo. Sambo, you do know that all these cup tournaments and all, they are all actually knockout tournaments, even if they're played through the season, right? So for the first time in years, it is actually a true knockout tournament. Hi, Blue. Thoughts on Ganaz FC leading against Mumbai City FC in empty stadium? Yeah, Opala. Lagator just about clears it in front of Chante. Mumbai City have to blame themselves. Should have cleared their lines. So far it's a 0-0 match to me. But somehow Mumbai City, this sums up the season so far for the Islanders. There wasn't a need, but this is the reality. Ortiz is a winger, cuts in, but Mumbai need an out striker. I remember he was so good back in FC Goa. Yeah, but the thing was, or is, finding the right players. Mumbai City. Corner. That ball's going to go out. Not a good pass from Probir to Brandon. But the point is, they were looking at solutions, looking at finding, and try and find the striker who can make a difference. I think a lot of teams have brought in strikers in the winters over the last few years. Very few have worked. And again, if this team works, I think this team plays differently, but at the moment, the reality is the team is playing the way they are, and this is just not good enough at the moment, no, as Mumbai City. Blasters in the back line. It's to Iban, being put under pressure by Nufal. Lagator clears. Kuru. Stylish way from Tiri to play the ball to Kruma. Puvalachempa plays a long ball, looking for Vikram. Cleared by Naocha. Chunk has the ball. Fanif. Jorge Ortiz plays it to Vikram. Ortiz. Yeah, not a good ball. Still Nufal gets to it. Nufal plays it to Brandon. And that's a handball. Ooh, was that not a handball from from Iban Doling? Or was he too close? Let's see the replay. Yeah, that's to me. That's unnatural hand position. Brandon can't get the cross in. Upsala. Probir slips. Fanif. Can't keep the ball in. Thoughts on current Champions League format? Obviously, makes it more interesting, huh? With this one fits for one sort of, instead of 8 groups. I want either Mohnbagan or FC Goa to win Super Cup. Both ways, FC Goa gets the slot. Okay, interesting thought. Why can't... Sorry. Mumbai City trying to counter. Chante. With Probir now. I'll come to your question. Ball in the box by Vikram. Vikram trying to get past Naucha. Cleared. And that should be a foul from Probir Das on Ayman. Why can't we make a team of young prospects like Vibin, Isaac, Ayman and make them play at least 15 national matches this season? Chirag, yeah, make a team of prospects, but who are we gonna play against, right? Because that is not then the A. Is it a B team? Is it an under 23 team? We need to have that structure, right? So, and we don't have that at the moment. How different Kratky is tactically from Des if we compare both assistant managers in the league before joining? See, both of them play a sort of a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-2-2-1, let's say, or 4-1-2-3, 4-3-3. So yeah, similar in styles, but I think that they've tried to find solutions as per the needs and requirements. Nufal in the box. Plays it back to Jorge Ortiz. Jorge Ortiz tries to turn it. Can't keep it on goal. Can Des make a comeback? I'm not sure, Abhijit, if that's on the cards, or is that a possibility? Again, sometimes second spells of coaches at clubs are not as good as your first spell, right? It's very often that there's the story that people say that, when you come for a second spell, your second spell is not as good as your first. So that's a thing that I think also they need to look at and consider at Mumbai if there's any thought or idea to try and bring back Des Buckingham, which at least for now I haven't heard of, right? 50 minutes plus as Kwame Pepra goes off and Noah Sadui comes on. more than 50 minutes. If you like the discussion, like the conversation we're having, do leave a like behind. And if you haven't, do subscribe to the channel as well. 2,335 is the current number of subscriptions on the channel. Thanks a lot, everyone, for that. Noah Israel Class says, Sambo, why the foreign players of East Bengal struggled against the Turkmenistan players who are supposedly even lower ranked than India? I think it's a general problem with East Bengal on that match day. I would have said that they were just not good enough on the day, right? And therefore, from that perspective, some looked tired, some didn't look fit to me. And so therefore, for me, that's a thing. Chance there. And Wasadui puts the ball wide. And so therefore, for me, those are realities of things. And East Bengal overall were not good against Arkadag. Noah started hitting home runs, says Blue, with a smiley. Mumbai City trying to combine. Nufal beats his man, but Danish Farooq clears. Nufal nicely beats Ayman. Turkmenistan home players were better than East Bengal players. Yeah, that would I say. Oh, that's a good chance for Mumbai City. Changte misses and Vikram misses as well. Changte shot just goes wide and Vikram slides in a little too late. Good ball from Brandon. And Vikram doesn't get to the ball. Is striker and finisher the same thing? Can a team with a good enough finisher is complete with a team with a clinical striker? I think it's a matter of definition, Abhijit. So therefore, yeah, could be. Nearly 74 minutes played. Mumbai City now having more of the ball, trying to create stuff. Oh, Changte loses the ball there. Clear the lines. That's off. Should be offside. Huh? No, looked offside at least. No Sadui. Cleared by Sal Panwar for a. Well, even midfielders can be finishers. Again, define me what a finisher is supposed to be for something. Yeah, that should have been offside. Corner for the Blasters. Header from Lagator. Drinks break. Gopit Singh Sandhu dropped. He's good for national team. Obviously, I think yes, he is, but Manolo Marquez thinks otherwise. Who's the best coach according to you till now from the first day of ISL? See, Sambo, if I look at the results over the last 10, 11 years, one would have to say Habas. Yeah. Four titles speak their language, I think. Yeah. So from that perspective, I would say if I would look at style and the way his teams have played, it most probably would be Sergio Lobera, but Sergio Lobera has only won something properly at Mumbai City. He was fired and go before they won the League Shield, but yeah, those would be most probably the top coaches if I have to mention two names. Drinks break. Mumbai City now doing more to at least get a draw, because a draw would be more than enough for them. And yeah, so therefore that's something. The Tiri injury at the time, and the mistake also is from Kroma not clearing his lines. Just clearing the ball would have been more than enough. Yeah. But this sums up Mumbai City season at the moment, the way that it has been going. He will surely not be happy about it, but that's the reality. As the Islanders trying to play forward, Chante doesn't get to the ball. Lagator plays to Danish Farooq. Luna, Farooq. Mumbai win the ball, lose the ball. Throw in, Blasters. Ayman on that left wing. Tries to beat the marker, does beat the man. Good save there from Purba Lachempa. Good attempt from Mohamed Ayman. Mumbai City have the ball. Brandon nicely beats two opponents. Jorge Ortiz, Fanif, Sahil Panwar. Plays it back to Chiri. Dem almost says blue. Chante. Nufal, Brandon. Back to Sahil Panwar. Chroma. Vikram. Doesn't get past Naucha. Oh, that's another foul from Naucha. Is he going to pull out a second card? That to me is a tactical foul. Not allowing the man to run. Refereeing decision. Fanif. Chante. Sahil. Back to Chiri. Brandon now on the right. Plays to Vikram. Ball in the box. Cleared by Drinchich. Noah Sadhui loses the ball. Throw in Mumbai City. Brandon. That was a useless attempt. Kuru. And Chiri plays it back to his keeper. Chroma. Chiri. Interesting. Mumbai City have scored most of their goals in the last quarter of the game, and we are in the last 10 minutes. Iban, under pressure from Nufal, cleared by Nora Fernandez. Fanif, Brandon. Yoel Fanif. Looking for options. Bad ball to Brandon from Yoel Fanif. How's the home team season been going? Obviously, very good. Third on the table. In the last match, they beat the team which was top of the table. They play now the fourth. So 3 points behind the team who's top, and two of the teams could get promoted. So for FC Remscheid, it's been a good season. Ball cleared. Bino Fernandez comes back. Potentially chunked in a position. The referee says, or the linesman says, offside. And Mumbai City have to do more to get something out of this. Nine minutes to play. Ortiz turns. Plays to Probir. Back to Ortiz. Sahil Panwar plays to Nufal. Nufal doesn't get to the ball. Won't agree with that. Jupit Sandhu made a lot of blunder mistakes recently for national team. The last Malaysia game is an example. Mahesh, there is no goalkeeper who's not making blunders at the moment. I think that's the first thing that if we want to, we need to accept. Ball forward. Question is, when will Mumbai City risk and bring in Karelis, a real striker? Ball played to Probir. Vikram keeps the ball, wins the ball. Probir to take the throw in. Jorge Ortiz. Throw in Blasters. Ortiz not happy with that decision. 1 second, I'll keep on talking. Yeah, Mumbai City. And there we have the striker, Ayush Chikara, is going to come. And one will hope he can make a difference. Maybe Vikram off, Changte on the wing. Mumbai City clearly need an out-and-out striker in this team. And referee calling for the treatment. Vikram down. Drinchich down. Would like to see the replay of this whole action. Let's see that. Ball cleared first by Sahil Panwar. Then Vikram. Oh. Needs a foul from Drinchich on Vikram. Let's see what the referee decides. Again, the Blasters have been a little luckier with the Monarch decision today. That hasn't helped Mumbai City. One penalty not given. And Naucha could have been off with the number of fouls that he has committed. So that's also something. Yeah. We come back to our good old referees discussion. Again, it's worthless. Karelis sits down. To me, that is a sign that he's still not fully fit to play, or to start at least, or play a few minutes. Vikram struggling. Let's see that clearance once again. Vikram nicely chested. Vikram plays the ball. And then, yeah, Drinchich comes in. I don't know, should be at least a yellow card for the man from the Balkans. As Ayman set to come off, had that great chance a little while ago for the Blasters. Mohammad Ayman, one of the twins, Ayman and Azhar. And Bikash Jungnam, signed in the winter from Chennai FC, the centre-back comes in. So surely a three-man backline is most probably the idea that Thomas Schorsch and DG Purushothaman are working on. Try and shore up the defense in the last 2 minutes. Try and get a win for the Blasters, even though the season is over. But again, a lot of teams fighting for that 8th, 9th, 10th spot in the ISL at the moment. As Brandon is off, interesting. Nathan on as well. Let's see what Mumbai City can do. Free kick given to the Blasters. I don't know how that can be a free kick for the Blasters. Look to me clearly that Vikram was with the ball, played the ball. Yeah, that's the situation. Most probably Vishal will be goalkeeper. I don't know. Are you sure Vishal will be goalkeeper, or will it be Amrinder? I'm not sure, Mahesh. as Mumbai City try and build up. Bad pass from Nathan. Chance for the Blasters to counter. Ball with Danish Farouk. Tries to outsmart his opponent. Mumbai City with the ball with Vanif. Changte. Vikram. Pubidas. Roma. Jorge Ortiz. Plays a lovely ball for Vikram. And he can't control it. Vikram can't control the ball. That should be at least an attempt on goal. Ortiz. Mumbai City with the ball. Yoel Fanif with a little bit of space. Nathan. Plays the ball through to Nufal. Can he get to it? Lovely pass there. Replays being shown. Jorge Ortiz. And Vikram just can't control the ball. Maybe risk it and take it on the first attempt. At least get a shot on target. Yeah, and this would keep the ISL playoff race open. Blasters would move to 9th, just behind East Bengal, both on 28 points. And Mumbai City remain outside of the playoffs with 33 points, but a much worse goal difference than Odisha FC. That should be no Sadui allowed to play, and one-fisted save or one-handed save from Purva Lachempa. Noah beats Jorge Ortiz and Purva palms it away. Corner for the Blasters. Foul given by the referee. This is why I asked about Noah. He can win matches for Kalwasa C with individual brilliance. Mahesh, yes, but sometimes too egoistic, I think, is something also sometimes people say about him. Can win you matches. Sometimes he might lose you matches as well because he is not always the best team player. Purva has been solid, Blue. He's played very, very well. He's had 3 very, very good saves so far. And that's, again, yeah, on his day, he can be a top keeper. Ortiz, still Ortiz. Ortiz tries to take an attempt, goes wide. Your home team plays in which division? 6th tier, Abhijit. In Bundesliga is Bayern's competition tough now? No, they're 8 points ahead of Abhijit. So ahead of Bayer Leverkusen, so it looks good at the moment. Ortiz puts it just wide. 91st minute, goalkeeper down. The old trick in the Indian Super League. Get some minutes off the clock. Peter Kratky shaking his head. But it sums up Mumbai City season, this game. You know, how they've played, how they've tried to do things, and it hasn't worked. No, limited penetration up front without a proper number 9, a proper foreign number 9, let's be honest about that. And yeah, If they don't get a draw at least today, it means that they will have to travel to Bangalore and get a draw to finish at least 6th. Hormipam now also on the field. Vibhan and Iban off. Freddie and Hormipam in. Mumbai City trying to play football, lose the ball. Blasters keep the ball. Noah Sadhu. Anish Farooq. Naocha. And collected by Purvala Chempa. Chante. Hanif. When Indian players used to play in barefoot, was injuries much more frequent? What about rehabilitation? Abhijit, I wouldn't know. I was not there in those days, so I wouldn't be able to give you an answer on that. Mumbai City trying to work their way up. Ball with Thiri. Plays it wide to Nufal. And Nora Fernandez collects. Ahead of a flying Vikram. At least for once, at least a cross into the box. What is really Mumbai doing here? Good question, Mahesh. Then next match is against Bangalore FC. Away match is going to be tough for them. Yeah, Mahesh, that's very, very true. That's why I said today. I mean, the interesting part is if they had won today, they could have actually finished even in the top 4. Nufal slips, throw in Blasters. Very, very disappointing performance for Mumbai City today. Not good enough at the moment. Blasters on the left. Was Mohamed Salim selected for Chelsea, Celtic or Tottenham? He was with Celtic for a few matches and then returned because he was homesick. Hanif, Ortiz, back to Kroma. Chiri. Nufal. Plays it back to Fanif, who chips it into the danger zone, cleared by Drincic. Kuru with the mistake, cleared by the Blasters. Could be danger. Noah Sadui. That's given as a foul against Tiri. Tiri really angry. Kuru calmly, quietly does his job. Yeah. Does well to earn that free kick. Tiri doesn't need to put his hand up there as well. So he should know better. Let's put it this way. Ball played to Noah Sadui. Masters keep it in their lines. Last minute of play. Intercepted by Mumbai City, but lose it again. Hanif plays the ball to Nufal. Ball comes through to Vikram. Oh, save there from Bikash Jungnam, just ahead of line. Yeah, Bikash Jungnam, what a save. Vikram with his best attempt of this game. Corner for Mumbai City. Hanif. Nora Fernandez clears. Hanif with the ball once more. Should be a throw-in. Lagator clearing. Nufal keeps the ball. Oh, that should be only a yellow? Oh, interesting. It looks worse. Yeah, it's a yellow. It's okay. Yeah, that would have gone in. If Mumbai City lose another match, they will be out from top 6. Yes, Shomo, that's a rare opportunity, of a realistic danger. Udishasi fans thanking Bikash now. 100% Mahesh. Free kick Mumbai City. Already in the 99th. Last chance. Puts it across. And that should be... And that's it. The Kerala Blasters score a 1-0 victory against Mumbai City Football Club. And keep the ISL playoffs race somewhat alive, because Odisha FC, Mumbai City both on 33 points. Mumbai City need a point from the last 2 games to finish at least 6th. And their last game will be against BFC on Tuesday, 11th of March. So next Tuesday, that's going to be, Yeah, Rachit, not what one would have expected. Odisha happy come now. For now, Yashraj, again, they're still alive. That had gone in, then it would have been the end of Odisha's dreams of getting into the playoffs. That's still alive. And I really want Odisha FC to qualify now. We don't deserve this time. Yeah, it's looks like it. And now that's the end of home matches for Gavas FC and ends with a win. Yeah, Kratke outside us. We run machine. I'm already considering the season's over for us now. Yeah, Rachit, it looks like it, because the way the team has played, the way it's just difficult to watch, to say the least. What else to say? To be honest, if you don't qualify this season, I'll be very happy. At least it will open the management's eyes to open and make changes. I think RCB Run Machine, I think the management, from what I spoke to them at the end of Jan about, they knew what were the issues, what were the problems. I think they know that they weren't able to rectify things in the winter. That's the reality. Peter is definitely gonna be sacked. Shivan, let's wait and see. You're definitely being sacked is always easy said. Literally, Mumbai played like they don't want to win, just needed 1 point. Manish, I wouldn't say that, because at least after they went down a goal, they tried. But yeah, this is not good enough. Start of match, Mumbai City FC didn't want to win mentality, the judge. Enough of this foreign players too. Yeah, yeah. They. I said a few weeks ago, that they need a complete overhaul. I had made a video on that, talking about what changes Mumbai City need, and it hasn't changed, right? It hasn't changed. And that is still a reality. That is a reality of things. Said a couple of months they need a reset, and that all of that didn't happen. So therefore, Mumbai City is there where they are, and it just hasn't been good enough in now for a while, and that's the reality. And yeah, therefore you lose these games. Then I make video about Mumbai, what they need to learn from Mohun Bagan to play top level football at ISL. I don't think they need to learn anything from Mohun Bagan. They've got their own things. They can learn it internally. That Roma getting dribbled like he's nothing and funniest mistake. My God, yeah, it happens. Shouldn't happen, but it does happen. And then you see the value of Vatiri, and then afterwards you think you should clear because Tag Roma is of trying to avoid a corner. And sometimes you have this where you realize you don't want to commit a corner, you don't want to commit a throw in, and then you lose the ball in a dangerous position, and that happens. And this happened today, and therefore, let's see. It's changes surely coming in the summer for Mumbai City. To what extent and what changes, that would be very, very interesting to see. I think to what decisions are taken. What needs to be done, because this at the moment is not good enough. Yeah, what else to say? The less we talk about this match, I think even for both sides, right? I mean, end of season, the less spoken about, the better, and that is something which is disturbing to say the least. Second. Right, sorry. I literally feel Mumbai City manager is one of the best in ISL in terms of everything. That's why I do think Peter sacking to take place. Shivam, exactly. That's why I don't think it'll take place at the moment. I think they'll allow it to run till the end of the season and see what happens, because they also know Peter Kratky doesn't have the tools to change things, right? And that's the main problem at the moment with the way the squad is, with injuries and other things. That's it. I think even the coaching, so especially the goalkeeping coach, needs some changes. Why goalkeeping coach? I mean, if I would pick out a Mumbai City player today, then it would be Purba Lachempa. Do you think Mumbai City can get at least draw from Srikanth? It's possible. The question is, the interesting part is that BFC and Mumbai City could be facing each other as well in the playoffs. So therefore, the question is, does BFC actually play its strongest squad, or does it rest players and give Mumbai City the chance? So therefore, yeah, it's an interesting thing to see what happens. I really want to know the ambition of the club was this season. The ambition was surely to defend the ISL Cup and try and be a challenger for the ISL League Shield. But yeah, if it doesn't click, it doesn't click. You feel Mumbai will make a move for any goalkeeper in summer? Shivam, I think goalkeeping is, again, which goalkeeper do you then try and target who's there in the market? I don't see an exceptional goalkeeper that Mumbai City could target and then try and find its solutions. That is the thing. Yeah. So yeah, Petra scored goal by using all his physical strength. Yeah, City, that's a fact. Kwan Petra really used his physical might to ensure that the ball doesn't cross the line, and that is what gave the Blasters the 3 points in the end. If he didn't have tools who stopped him from getting it, he literally said that he was happy with the squad in the beginning. As run machine, if you look at the squad at the start of the season, it looked good. But if players don't step up, especially a lot of the younger Indian players, not in young, just generally Indian players, I think the only one who would have said who stepped up from last season would be Mehtab Singh. The rest of the squad, everyone needs to ask themselves questions, right? So therefore, that's one. And they had a certain idea of doing something. There was a massive change last summer in the squad. And last summer also meant the end of a cycle for Mumbai City, a successful cycle for Mumbai City. And they've not been able to replace those players in the end, right? John Terrell, to me, technically one of the best players ever to have played in the ISL. But that's nice to have, but that doesn't give you the goals. Not signing two strikers has also been a problem. Karelis, when he was playing, did some stuff, did score goals, but also was wasteful. I think finishing was a problem for Mumbai City. And then, mistakes. But this team should minimally be in top four. They have good wingers, good wing backs. Mid was lacking. CDM defense was lacking depth, but still, Bangladesh always plays good in Kantirava. Yeah, it's to see, yes. But again, let's see what happens. Do you think Dheeraj, even for Vishal, Samimit became an option or one of the best? None of these. Dheeraj and Samik Mitra, I don't see as being better than what Mumbai City has in TP Renesh and in Purbala Champa. Vishal, Gurmeet, you can talk about it, but both of them are on long-term contracts, so I don't see them leaving their respective clubs. Hopefully next season there will be changes. Yeah. Ideally, Mumbai City should have given competition to League Shield or at least second spot. Yeah, Best City, 100%. But if you play the way, and there have been a lot of matches where, they should have won. But again, should have won is a nice thing to talk about. But if you don't win, if you don't get the results, then you can't push for something, and that's been the problem. So therefore, that's the main problem, I think, for Mumbai City this year, that they've never been able to get the results on a consistent basis. Very, 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 very difficult. Why China is not football? Obviously, because they have not been able to get the results, to create the players, the talent. Without investment, China was better 25, 30 years ago than they are today. Mumbai City think about their front line in summer transfer. This does not give impact in team 100%, and that is the main thing up front. Also, the replacements they tried to bring in didn't work. Mumbai deeply missed services of Jorge Pereira, Diaz, and Noguera. Not only that, SCT, they missed the services of Apuya, they missed the services of Breck Stewart, they missed the services of Raul Beke. Mumbai can really get one of Abhishek Suryavanshi, Deepak Tangri next season is due to lack of their game time. Shivam, that's what I even said in the winter. I would have, Deepak Tangri or Abhishek Suryavanshi would have been potential targets for me. But again, let's see what happens. Even Vibin Mohanan, I think, was something, that's something that we need to sort out. Is CSL a success or fail? Vijit, it has failed. It is still alive. So I don't know where it currently stands on that front. Which odd position do you think Mumbai needs a recruitment in starting 11? RCB run machine, the key one is a at least one, if not two, good foreign strikers, right? Um, that's I think the key, which you will need, and they need an Indian holding midfielder. If you can find those two players, and let's see what happens. But those are the two key positions. Let's see what happens. I don't think Vivian will come to Mumbai. City's contract is long-term, plus they will charge at least 5 crores. Let's see. Ask me around machine. What's the conversation about? Let's see. Is Churchill was lucky to be where they are in table? SCT, no one is lucky to be at the top of the table. Now Bangalore FC vs Mumbai City game gonna be cracker. Yeah, game on rare it should be hopefully. Abhishek Suryavanshi is the best, I think. Let's see. RCB. I would say going for Abhishek is going to be the most for Mumbai City. He can be a game changer in terms of his passing rather than Vibin. I think Vibin. Yeah, Vibin is academy player. I think he will stay. Suppose academy players at the Blasters normally don't stay. Is Mumbai's youth team any good? How you rate their performance in Durant? No, Durant was not good. There are not too many players who the young players are not pushing, even in the squad. Best, sorry, said most. Okay, let's see. I think the first time Kerala didn't qualify for playoffs, big wake-up call. No, they've also missed the playoffs in the past. So the competition is tough, right, to get into the top 6 in the in the ISL. So that has to be kept in mind. Do you think Owen Cole will get sacked? Not sure what Chennai will do. I think Owen himself will be involved in that process. I don't know. Let's see. So that's going to be one question. Send any updates of the Academy of Mumbai City? Remember, fans around 10 players would start to be formed. Honestly, there is nothing to be talked about. I don't even know if there's going to be a future ISL. So academies of clubs and all of that stuff. Enjoy the next 5 days. Enjoy the next 5 days because we don't know if there will be a competition like the ISL next season. Let's be realistic on that. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah. How do you feel? What could be the impact of Abhishek in Mumbai if he makes a move? Shivam, let him make a move and then we can talk about impact. Mumbai City need an influential defensive midfielder, and Abhishek is one of the options that one can talk about. And let's see if he moves. I would honestly, I would prefer a Deepak Tangri because I like that aggressiveness that Deepak Tangri has. Because if they're going to keep Yoel Fanif has a contract, if Yoel Fanif stays, I got the creative part is taken care of. Do you think Bipin should stay? Aspi Run Machine, also a good question, in my opinion, that even, players who've won you trophies, players who've given you success, you have to think about those players that they might have to move on. And Bipin is one of those players where Mumbai City might have to think and say, listen, I need something of a replacement, right? So for me, that could be an interesting one. What about Nikhil Prabhu? Bro, I like the player. I had a long conversation with Nikhil last month on the sidelines of the Mohun Bagan versus WC match because it was suspended that day. I'm a player that, if Mumbai City can get their hands on, I would say bring him on because he's not only defensive midfielder but potentially also a centre back alternative. You were right about Rahul KP leaving Kerala as an attitude problem in Kerala. SCT, the point is with these boys, some of these boys have to leave that home, that shell of your home state to develop, and therefore for me that is something which is very, very important. And you need to make sometimes tough decisions now, and therefore that is something that you sometimes need to make, and in your own interest, in the interest of your own career, you sometimes need to move where you actually factually don't want to go. So therefore, that's the challenge that players have, and therefore, I would say that you know, yeah, for a player like him, it makes a lot of sense to make that move. Do you think Mumbai will make a move for Techam? Acha, Abhi Um, Interested to see what Punjab do themselves, right? Um, because they need to sort themselves out, Punjab FC, and they've got a lot of talented players. And the first question to me is, what does Punjab FC do? Can they hold on to those players? Can they keep those players, or will they lose those players? Um, that's going to be the yeah, that's going to be the point to make, right? So I don't know. It's difficult to say, um, but Punjab FC, yeah, will be interesting to see um, what they do themselves. Right. Trying to answer all your questions today. Um, Disappointing from a Mumbai City perspective to lose 0-1 against the Blasters. So therefore, yeah, the ISL playoff race stays alive because Mumbai City are now 3 points. Sorry, they are um, behind Odisha FC because of their inferior goal difference. So that makes Tuesday's game between Bangalore FC and Mumbai City very, very interesting. 1 point, Mumbai City at least finish six. And yeah, let's wait and see. One already started links with Abhi along with Rabe. Shumo, let's wait and see. I know there's already a lot of rumors, this, that, and those. Um, let's see what happens. What will happen if Mona Superchan wins Super Cup will qualify for ACL 2? Normally, if the rule is applied, it should be the team which finishes second in the league. I personally don't want Rabe in Monman because he's just a pace merchant. Yeah, Shivan could be seen as that, but again, most of these wingers have that sort of mentality to them, and that is something which is there. So yeah, it would be interesting to see whenever our discussions start on transfers. Right, those of you who are there listening, maybe watching later on, who haven't liked the discussion, liked the conversation, do leave a like behind. Share with other people to join us as well. And if you are new, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let's see. The ISL is still not over. 5 more days to go. Or tomorrow, of course, the big one, Mohun Bagan Supergiant versus FC Goa. And Mohun Bagan are going to get the ISL League Shield once more tomorrow. So that's going to be at 7:30 kickoff. And earlier we have, one second, what do I have tomorrow? And earlier we have Northeast United FC versus East Bengal. So that also should decide if Northeast win, that they potentially could go above BFC and Jamshedpur FC. So there's a lot of combinations, permutations on that top six race. And again, the evening kickoff is Mohun Bagan Supergiant versus FC Goa. Thinking of doing a live watch along. Let me see if I can do that tomorrow from my time. And yeah, and let's see. And Shivam asked, do you see many players moving out from Chennai FC from attacking department? Shivam, I think the first point is with Chennai FC is Owen Coyle. Does he stay? Does he go? And what does the management do? Because they spent quite a bit of money last summer, bringing in a lot of players. Looks like Connor Shields is one of the most sought after players. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Right. So with this, I'll come to the end for tonight. I'll catch you tomorrow. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Arunfoot here on YouTube. Follow my other social medias. Follow arunfoot.com, and I'll be back very soon. Now, Chaudhary signing off. Bye for everyone.